Thank you very much. Very, very well done.
Last night, the A's returned home after a series win in Florida and did not disappoint. Sean Manaea looked sharp as the rookie left-hander got his first major league win. The defense made some great plays, and the green and gold got their hits when they needed them. In the end, it was an Athletics victory as they took Game 1 versus the Rangers. Tonight, Jesse Hahn is back in the rotation and will look to keep the A's win streak alive, but he will have a challenging task as he takes on the Rangers' ace, Cole Hamels. It's Game 2 of 3. It's the A's and the Rangers, and it starts right now. It is a warm night at the Coliseum, and the A's are looking for their third straight win. Cole Hamels will take them on for the Texas Rangers, and the tall right-hander Jesse Hahn will pitch for the Athletics. It's Game 2 of the 3-game series. It's the A's hosting the Rangers, and you'll see it right here on CSN California. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fossey, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Jesse Hahn back in the big leagues. He'll make his third start. Ray, what we're all hoping for is for Jesse Hahn to pitch well and just stay in the big leagues the whole year and kind of make that next step as a big league pitcher.
Fastball and a sinking fastball. He has a mid-90s fastball, also a great sinker. He pitched well here at the Coliseum, on the road in Baltimore. He picked up the loss, so he's 1-1. Surkamp sent to AAA. But for Jesse Hahn, he has a good curveball. He has a good changeup, but his primary pitch is good fastball and a good sinking fastball. He's going to get a lot of ground ball outs if the sinker is working. Let's hope that's the case, because he's an outstanding pitcher. Very tall pitches down in the zone, which makes him a very good pitcher.
Well, Cole Hamels has been one of the best pitchers in all of baseball for quite a long while now, and this year no different. He's 4-0. He's got an ERA under 3, and he's the real deal.
Rangers got him last year, not just for last year, trying to win it all. They want him for the future, and they do have him. He is an outstanding pitcher. Talking to Ryan Madson, who has a great changeup, he said, wait till you see this guy on a consistent basis. And he feels that Cole Hamels will use his changeup off of his fastball. There was one there, but it throw the changeup all the time, anytime. And if he does that with a fastball and a good changeup, we've seen Madson pitch so well. Those two pitches alone can make it difficult on a hitter.
All right, so that's your pitching matchup tonight. A's won last night by a final score of 3-1, so they'll try to make it 2 in a row over the always tough Texas Rangers. Stick around. We'll have lineups and first pitch from the Coliseum when we come back.
on CSN California is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Taste the Baconlicious Sourdough Bacon Ranch Combo, only at Jack in the Box. And by Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places.
So Josh Reddick will do the honors tonight, taking the lineup card out, as it is game 2 of this 3-game series. Good win last night for the Athletics. Just a nice, clean game. Good pitching, good defense, a couple of timely hits. Yeah, we like those kind of games. Here's the game time weather for tonight, presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The boardwalk is open. Visit beachboardwalk.com for park hours. It is a warm night, 79 degrees. And tomorrow is a day game, and it's supposed to be warm again tomorrow. So we do not have a lot of these nights here where the temperature is well above 75 degrees at first pitch. So very warm and very comfortable. Lineup tonight for the visiting Texas Rangers. Rougned Odor is at second base. Ian Desmond is in center field. And Nomar Mazara, the fine young rookie, in right. Beltre back at third. Prince Fielder back in the lineup. He's the DH. Mitch Moreland at first. Ryan Rua in left. Bobby Wilson will catch. And Hanser Alberto is the shortstop.
And you're mentioning a lot of left-handed hitters. That's because Eric Surkamp is not starting. Instead, it's Jesse Hahn, the right-hander. So Jeff Bannister able to put in a lot of his left-handers. Left-handed hitters, that is, Moreland and Fielder in particular. Not that they wouldn't have played anyway tonight, but Jesse Hahn, his third start, one here, one in Baltimore. He's happy to be back in the big leagues, and let's hope he continues to pitch as well as he has, especially the start here that he made on the 30th of April.
First pitch of the ball game, Jesse Hahn, and he pumps a strike on the outside corner, and we are underway. 7:07 first pitch.
7:07.
Odor, 278 with 7 home runs and 21 RBIs. A's kept him quiet last night, which is maybe the main reason why they kept the Rangers offense quiet. Odor, he is their go-to guy, get things rolling. 7 home runs and 21 RBIs.
Sean Manaea did a great job last night, especially using his changeup. That was a changeup on the 1-1 pitch. That is Sean Manaea. We remember him with a lot of hair, but he cut off the hair and didn't cut off his power because he won his first major league game last night.
2-2 now to Odor. Here's your defense. Simeon shaded a little bit toward. This one is hit high in the air toward Reddick, shading his eyes, waiting. He's got it. 1 out. Defensively for the A's, it will be Chris Davis, Billy Burns, and Josh Reddick in the outfield. Valencia, Simeon, Coughlin, and Butler on the infield, with Matt McBride once again behind the plate.
Now, these pitchers for the A's have to realize that the Chris Davis they're hearing is on their team, not the Chris Davis in Baltimore, who happened to hit a 2-run home run against Jesse Hahn a week ago Saturday in the nightcap.
First pitch to Ian Desmond. In their first strike at 96 miles an hour. Scott Berry will call balls and strikes. The crew chief Jerry Lane is down at first. Desmond at 264 with 5 home runs and 23 RBIs. A little flare, and it's going to fall. So Desmond has a 1-out single.
Time now for the Nissan keys of the game. Jesse Hahn, welcome back, because he's pitched well, and good news for him that he's healthy. Right arm, no elbow problems, just a forearm strain, and he got through that last winter. And keep the home streak going, because that's what the A's need to do. And Camp, I agree with you, back to 500 not only is a record for the team and the season, but also at home, getting back to the 500 mark. And they put themselves in a little bit of a hole to start the season, especially here at the Coliseum, and trying to get back.
Here's Nomar Mazara. First pitch is in for a strike. Mazara at 303 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. He was 0 for 4 last night. Our first look at this much talked about youngster.
surprising thing about Mazara last night, watching him run. For a big boy, he could fly down the line, and of course, tremendous power. Like to see him keep that power. The A's will see the Rangers 18 more times counting tonight. They're going to have a chance to see this young man as they do Felix Hernandez in the Western Division for a long time. Mike Trout with the Angels and Rare with the Astros. A lot of good young players in the Western Division.
Well, Mazara is 21 years old. He looks like he's 30.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, remember when Jason Hayward got to the big
right.
leagues? Jason Hayward looked like he was 35 years old.
How about LeBron?
That's right. LeBron has looked like he's 35 years old since he was 12 years old. 1-1 to Mazara with Beltre in the on-deck circle.
And Mazara definitely carries himself like a proven veteran, longtime major leaguer, and guy in the on-deck circle has got to help all these young players, and that is Adrian Beltre. Just continues to roll along, and it's kind of like when Derek Jeter played with the Yankees and Cal Ripken Jr. kind of their way. You went through them to do anything, and I would think Beltre is the same for the Rangers and the young players.
That one bounced fair, and the throw down to second is not in time. So Butler was right at the bag. He gets the out there. Desmond just beat the throw back to second. It obviously becomes a tag play after Butler stepped on the bag at first.
And did he overrun the bag, Desmond? Because it's kind of a strange play. Great play by Billy Butler. First of all, to catch it. Second of all, to tag the bag. And then Simeon going with Desmond at the bag. Well, they're not going to review it, but he's trying to run in a direction so the ball hits him in the back, but he didn't slide. And that's dangerous because the momentum can carry you past the bag, as a lot of slides do, but not close enough to challenge it.
So 2 outs. Here's Beltre in first strike. Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort.
We saw Billy Butler pick one last night on a low throw from Manaea. Turned out to be a huge play. And now this one took a double away from Mazara. It's a hard hit ball.
Beltre at 274 with 6 home runs and 26 RBIs. He was the DH last night, back at third base tonight, and he was 1 for 4. He scored the only run for the Rangers last night. Rangers had a run on 4 hits, and that's it last night. They had a couple of walks, 3 singles and a double. That was the extent of their offense. Good job by the A's pitching staff to slow down a good Rangers lineup. Simeon backhands, straightens up, throw across the diamond. Got him.
Wow, what a play. And a run scores if he's safe. What a play by Marcus Simeon.
So Simeon goes in the hole, throws out Beltre, and saves a run. Worth another look. No score after half an inning. in the bottom of the first, and let's take a quick look at their lineup. Starts with Coco Crisp, and then Billy Burns. Coco's going to DH. Reddick, Valencia, Davis, Butler, Simeon, Coughlin, and McBride.
And Cole Hamels, who started once against the A's last year, of course acquired by the Rangers during the season to help them down the stretch and for the future. And what a start he has had in this 2016 season. 4-0 with a sub-3 earned run average, and fastball, location, changeup, great. Also feature a cutter and a curveball, but really a two-pitch pitcher, and he can thrive with those two, the fastball and changeup.
He's the whole package, as we like to say.
Yes, he is. Hey, he was able to get his number 35 when he came to the Rangers, too. That's, you know.
So 2-0 to Coco Crisp, who's the DH tonight. Hit hard right at Hanser Alberto, the shortstop tonight. So 1 out. Rangers defense, Rua, Desmond Mazzara in the outfield. Beltre, Alberto, Odor, Moreland on the infield. Bobby Wilson again is your catcher. So here's Burns. Burns as a right-handed hitter this year, hitting .300. As a left-handed hitter, .267. Overall, .274. He's come in with a 17-22 record. So as Ray talked about, got to get back to that 500 mark. So game number 40 on the year. Broken bat, and that is a fair ball. And Beltre, that's a nice play. Wow. So nice play there, but maybe an even better play by Marcus Semien to end the first inning and saved a run.
You know, anytime a ball is hit on the ground with a runner in scoring possession, you just want to make sure you keep the ball from going to the outfield. Not only Marcus Semien catch the ball, but Semien made a strong throw using the turf, which is a great idea, and got Beltre by a full stride. Meanwhile, Desmond had Brown to the bag at third. If he's safe at first, Desmond's going to score. But Desmond also was watching Semien as he made the play, and once he saw him throw, he just kept running. Saved a run. The great play by Marcus Semien.
2-0 to Reddick. Reddick at .316 with 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Reddick was 1 for 3, scored a run last night. Here's a strike. 93 miles an hour from Hamels. As Ray said, fastball change, and you know, flip a slider in there once in a while, but he throws pretty hard.
Thinking of the great Jamie Moyer, who left-handed, did not throw as hard as Cole Hamels, but there were a lot of times managers would put lefties in against him. But he decided, okay, I'll throw the changeup anyway to the outside part of the plate. Because typically with a right-hander, changeup from the lefty pitcher will be outside, moving away from him. Cole Hamels seeing the lefty in Reddick tonight. Also has Coughlin a little bit later.
That one's hit well left field. Rua's hustling back near the wall, and he makes a nice catch. So some good defense in the first inning by both teams. No score after 1. Busy day around Major League Baseball. Freddie Gonzalez no longer the manager of the Braves. He was fired today. And then the big story, the suspensions were handed down following that Rangers Blue Jays brawl. And there's the list. You see the Rangers, Odor 8 games. Elvis Andrus 1 game, and Elvis Andrus is serving that suspension tonight. That is why he is not only not in the lineup, he's not anywhere to be found. Rougned Odor, the 8 games, he is appealing. Now, will he continue his appeal? That remains to be seen. Burns cannot get there, and he'll drop for a hit. So Prince Fielder has a leadoff single. So it was a busy day in the MLB offices. Looking at a lot of videotape, I'm sure.
Well, up a little bit to Prince Fielder, and he goes opposite field. They're shading him over right center, but Prince Fielder has shown, especially his home park, which is deeper in left center, he's got power that direction. How about 14 different people suspended? 14 in one day by Joe Torre.
Yep. Look out. Well, the list of players that were fined is also long, and that's a little bit different, obviously, than being suspended. But I always find it to be an interesting list. Here it is.
Okay.
Donaldson, these are the players that were fined, not suspended. Donaldson, Pilar, DeMarlo Hale, Matt Bush, Sam Dyson, Steve Buechele, who's the bench coach.
Right.
And here's the 2 good ones that I always like. A.J. Griffin, who's on the disabled list with a bad elbow or shoulder, and Robinson Chirinos, who's on the disabled list. What are they doing?
Getting fined for going out on the field because they're on the disabled list.
Oh, my goodness. So double play, 4-6-3. And this is why the fines were laid out today. And see Rougned Odor, the push, the punch, and he's got 8 games. So it got a little weird. And there's a couple notes about suspensions that I think people should know, Ray. One, a player is paid during his suspensions. And granted, he may get fined a little bit, but he is paid. And 2, tonight's an instance where Elvis Andrus is serving his suspension tonight. So the Rangers, you have to play a man short.
Right.
And not a big deal tonight, but when Rougned Odor decides to serve his suspension, however long it is, if it is 8 games, the Rangers will play a man short for 8 games. Valencia scoops it up. Valencia across the first side, retired. So the double play helps Jesse Hahn. And we're going to the bottom of the second, no score. A's offices as well. Jesse Hahn brought up, obviously. Eric Surkamp option to AAA. Josh Phegley placed on the disabled list. Max Muncy is also here. He was called up. And then the last note, Ray, Mark Canha says, I'm having surgery, folks.
Yeah.
It's going to happen soon. In fact, they say Tuesday.
Yeah. And it's season ending for him for sure. And there's Canha to the right, Muncy to the left. And Mark Canha last night was waiting on the second opinion to come in. It came in, and today got the news that going to have surgery, which sometimes you can treat an injury, maybe. But if you're ultimately going to need surgery, why not do it now? And Yu Darvish basically did that last year when he thought about treatment. They said, how about surgery so you can come back, because they were going to be paying him for a couple of years without even benefiting from him pitching.
So it's a hip impingement for Mark Canha. So he is indeed done for the year. Too bad. I mean, I think we were all expecting continued growth from Mark Canha after what, he drove in 70 runs.
70 runs, 16. But the 3 home runs he'd hit this year, and I said, is it a coincidence that those 3 went to right field? And he said, I couldn't move. You know, so he started feeling it the last month.
Valencia again, and that baby's gone.
How about a green light? 3-0 fastball. How about a predictability on a fastball 3-0, and he just uncorked one. He did it on Friday with 2, 3 on Sunday, 1 today. And Danny Valencia.
And that one is belted. And that baby's gone.
And that was a curveball. Well, he's part of 2 back-to-backs. He did it in New York. Chris followed him, so he follows Valencia tonight. And there's Michael Zagaris, of course, with a photograph, but a fastball on 3-0 and a curveball first pitch. And the A's lead it 2-0. You know Z-Man's going to be there.
Yeah, there's like 7 of him.
As Cole Hamel said, enough of that stuff. Let's go to more change-ups and
time to get serious here. So a couple of loud home runs.
I always like that. No, the first guy no more gets through the tunnel and puts his bat away in the helmet. Then all of a sudden they're looking up, and here comes another one. That's how quickly Chris Davis left the yard.
Well, Cole Hamels has now given up 8 home runs in 43 innings, so that's a lot, even though he's pitching extremely well. And that's a shot right center for a hit. So 3 straight well-struck balls against Cole Hamel.
Well, you saw Valencia on the 3-0, and here comes a curveball, and Chris Davis just, you know, we talk about a warm evening. These two have not needed any help to get out of the yard tonight. That ball up in the seats. Nice play by the gentleman in the A's shirt. So the strong man, Chris Davis, follows Danny Valencia. And Danny on the 3-0 fastball just absolutely crushed it. You know, if he's taking it, that front foot doesn't lift. He keeps it down and he takes it, but he didn't take it, and it left, and it was long gone.
So here's Marcus Semien. First pitch is a fastball away at 92 miles an hour. Semien 220. 10 home runs, 18 RBIs.
And everybody today was marveling about Marcus Semien hitting the ball straightaway center last night, knowing that on a cool night, how well it carried. It sounded great, but the skipper was talking about it. Ladendorf, all the guys were commenting, and of course Marcus said, well, I just tried to make contact. And he did. Good swing straightaway center.
Toward right field, Mazzara is there, and he's got it.
Luke Jackson last night, and it was a big one. The A's up 2-1. This made it 3-1, and straightaway center field. You just do not see a lot hit that direction at nighttime when it's cooler. Much cooler last night than it is tonight. But Marcus Semien, his 10th Chris Davis hit his 9th. So those two just back and forth.
Coughlin takes a strike. Interesting numbers, Coughlin against Hamels. He's 9 for 26 with 2 home runs.
Good numbers.
The Phillies and Coughlin's old team, the Marlins, same division.
Some great numbers. That's 346 with a couple of home runs, and of course his last one came in St. Pete over the weekend, an opposite field home run, pinch hit.
Pitch down and away. Hamels' last start was against the White Sox at home. Gave up 9 hits and 5 runs, 3 earned runs in 5 2/3 innings, and he gave up 2 home runs in that start as well. Got a no decision. The Rangers won the game 6-5. Sweeping slider down and away. 2-2 the count.
I think a lot can be said. Last year when Hamels faced the A's the one time, he had 13 ground ball outs, and so he is a ground ball pitcher just like Jesse Hahn, and he had a couple in the first inning, but every ball hit this inning, all 4 have been in the air. 2 left the park.
There's a high fastball, and Coughlin swings and misses. First strikeout for Cole Hamels.
Batting in the 9th position.
Went upstairs with a fastball.
Number 29.
As Wilson had his target down low, but good location anyway from Cole Hamels, especially with a fastball.
Here's your breakdown. Lots of cutters and the great changeup. If you can go fastball, cutter, change, you can win in this league. Win a lot.
Sean and I proved last night with a changeup and a fastball you can win.
Base hit. Matt McBride got a pitch up in the strike zone to hit, and he takes advantage of it. 4 hits in the inning off Cole Hamels.
Well, as pitchers have shown, you elevate pitches to major league hitters, you're going to get hurt. And Bobby Wilson inside of the target. That cutter slider just stayed right in the middle of the plate. And Matt McBride, who caught last night, Sean Manaea's first victory, a good job catching last night. And with Fegley going on the disabled list, although he's 10 days into really go retroactive, I think, to that point, so he will not have to spend a lot of time away. Start his rehab pretty soon. Said his knee's okay, but Matt McBride filling in nicely.
First pitch to Coco, close but a little outside. Coco grounded out to short in his first at bat. There's that changeup. Almost seems like Hamels, he doesn't overuse it. He just seems to use it at just the right time.
That was 1-0. See, like a knuckle curve grip that he has with that index finger in a knuckle position.
There it is again.
Yeah. It's almost like he wants to throw a pitch out of the strike zone, get it in hitter's count with a fastball and pull the string, which he does perfectly. And we may see him go to it a lot more.
So 2-2. Butler at second, McBride at first. Threw it again. Coco maybe looking for it, just reached out to foul it off.
See, there's a knuckle curve. See how the index finger is kind of bent, but he may not throw it anymore, especially after what Chris Davis did to it.
So he gets the strikeout, but the A's do some damage. The long ball. Danny Valencia, just another long home run for him. Followed up by Chris Davis. So the A's go back-to-back and lead 2-0 after 2. Nothing, top of the third. Danny Valencia must be saying, this is kind of fun right now.
Oh, yeah.
Baseball looks nice and big. When I decide to swing 3-0, it's right down the middle.
Well, and again, you know, 3-0 hitters who are taking just kind of stand there. But Danny has that front foot lift. Gets the foot down, and when he gets it down and connects, it's gone, as that one did, and 5 over the weekend. Bobby, get me another bat. Bobby will.
Yep. Chalk up.
Yeah. Wonder Boy.
So 0-2 to Wilson. Alberto to follow, and then Odor here in the top of the third. So a couple of runs to work with for Jesse Hahn. That big curve. It's a pitch Hahn threw quite a bit last year, at least at the beginning. They're not throwing it quite as much this year.
Well, he's throwing his fastball 95, 97 plus sink. He's got 5 ground ball outs in the first 2 innings already.
There it is again. This one stays inside to Wilson.
I guess you could say, starting the at bat 0-2 against Wilson, that he has a couple of pitches he can try to start throwing the curveball to get it working, and the 2 missed, and see what he does. 2-2. Overthrew it.
The Rangers come in with a 22-17 record. They're tied with the Seattle Mariners for first place coming into tonight. Mariners won though earlier. 3-2 pitch is tapped foul. Rangers are 8-10 on the road. They will be, of course, the day game tomorrow. They will be off on Thursday, and then they will play in Houston over the weekend. So they will spend their off day in Houston. And he missed outside, so he walks Wilson, the 8th place hitter.
Major League Baseball celebrates all forms of youth baseball and softball, from organized league games to simply playing catch. Come out to the Coliseum May the 28th and 29th for MLB's inaugural Play Ball Weekend, proudly supported by Chevrolet and Skies. On Sunday, May the 29th, 10,000 fans receive bat and ball sets. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/tickets. You also know that on the 28th, it's Josh Reddick bobblehead, which we'll tell you about a little bit more later. But good weekend, play ball weekend. Should be fun here at the Coliseum against the Tigers.
Hanser Alberto takes a strike. It is also tonight, it's Korean Heritage Night. It's the hat that was given away. So everybody's having a good time, including the youngsters.
They were performing in center field, and nice pregame ceremony.
1-1 the count to Alberto. Hanser Alberto playing shortstop tonight. If you're just joining us, Elvis Andrus was suspended for a game, and he is serving that suspension tonight. So he'll be back in the lineup tomorrow. So Elvis Andrus will be nowhere near the dugout, probably nowhere near the stadium.
I think you can work out, but once everything starts, you have to leave.
See you later.
And one thing also, that since there are multiple players on the Rangers, you can only suspend or serve suspension one at a time. You don't,
one player at a time.
So, you know, there's no way Odor could be suspended and served tonight as well. So that is a rule that they have used. Otherwise, you might have a team have only 10 players.
Valencia charges. He'll go to first in time to get Alberto. Broken bat. So 1 out, but Wilson is now in scoring position.
2 hitters this inning, 2 broken bats. Bobby Wilson broke a bat on a foul ball hit down the third base line that was foul. But Alberto not as lucky.
And now Odor steps up. Also, Ray, with the suspensions, when you appeal, most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, it becomes kind of a strategy thing, right? I mean, Rougned Odor has appealed his suspension. Now he probably, well, I mean, you would think he wants to have some type of hearing because it's for 8 games.
Right.
But my point is the players at any time can say, all right, I'm dropping my appeal.
Right.
And then they would serve.
Right.
Bryce Harper did it. He said, I'm appealing, but then they had a doubleheader, and the second game of the doubleheader, he said, yeah, I'm dropping my appeal. He didn't play in the second game, and he served it, and it's over with. So you can appeal and then drop the appeal really anytime you want.
Manipulate the system, basically.
A little bit, yep.
But you know, another thing also, and not to dwell on the suspensions, as Odor flew out to left field on first pitch, which fly ball out by Jesse Hunt. He preferred the ground ball out. But a lot of times when a suspension was laid down, they waited until the team went to New York to hear the appeal.
Right.
Now, I think Joe Torre will send it down. They won't wait that long. And, you know, now with the scheduling, maybe you don't even go back to New York.
Probably not.
So, you know, all that process has changed considerably, and good, too, because, you know, you wait and wait and wait, and then by the time you're playing all these teams, and then the suspension.
Well, how about you wait till you go to New York, find out if you serve it, and New York says, yeah, you got to serve it. Well, it becomes an advantage for the Mets and the Yankees.
That's exactly right.
I mean, it may sound a little trite, but it's true.
Absolutely. That's why it's no longer in effect. So it's
the Yankees and Mets loved it.
That's right. Back-to-back great curveballs to Desmond, and Jesse Hunt threw 2 to Bobby Wilson out of the striking zone, walked him, and now hit 0-2 to Desmond with curveballs.
Throws it again. Nice block by McBride. Desmond had a bloop single in the first.
McBride back-to-back games behind the plate and got the catcher's mitt down. Turned a little bit to the side, though. That's a little dangerous with the ball maybe coming off the chest protector instead of squaring himself to the ball coming in the dirt.
Right there, strike 3 called with a fastball at 96 miles an hour. So that's the first strikeout for Jesse Hunt, and he keeps the Rangers off the board. CSN Plus. CSN Plus can be found on Comcast channels 105 and in high def at 780, DirecTV 698-1 and AT&T 768 and 1768 is high def. If you can't find CSN Plus, log on to csncalifornia.com or call your local cable provider. Nice job by the Sharks tonight. They win 4-0. Kira's a Sharks fan all the way. So that series is now tied, a game apiece. Game 3 will be Thursday in San Jose. So Sharks needed a big win tonight. They got it, 4-0 final.
Well, the other team in the playoff needs a big win tomorrow night, right?
Oh boy, do they ever. Berto charges, scoops, and quick throw. Nice play. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a true story brought to you by McDonald's. Player profile on Cole Hamels. He's now 32 years old. He won the World Series and was the MVP of that World Series in 2008. He's very good. Been around a long time. Currently has an 11-game regular season win streak. So the lefty Cole Hamels. Trade deadline last year. Rangers gave up a nice group of prospects. That's the breakdown last year. He was 7-1 with the Rangers. He's had 6 straight years of 200 or more innings. He's got a career record of 125 and 91. Lots of postseason experience. He's made 15 career postseason starts. So he really is the whole package.
And pitching tonight thinking he's in his home park in Texas because it's warm as it is.
Yeah,
he must have ordered this warm weather.
And he's attractive because he's good, but also, Ray, he is signed through 2018 with a club option for 2019. So Rangers get him last year.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They know they're going to have him for 4 more years.
Yeah.
And he's been pretty healthy.
Yep.
So
left-handed, and
a lot of teams wanted him.
Well, and you know, against the A's, he had the 13 ground ball outs. Your ground ball pitcher in Arlington, Texas, that's good because the ball can travel.
Beltre stops, throws, 2 outs. His last start as a Philly before he was traded, he threw a no-hitter at Wrigley Field. How about that? And this was the final out. Check it out. Man. Then soon after that,
What a play.
he was traded. He's from California, from San Diego. So here's Valencia, takes just a bit inside. Valencia with a long home run in the 2nd inning.
2 at bats, 5 pitches, 1 strike, home run. And the only pitch that he hit, there's a changeup. So Danny Valencia might not get much to hit following the home run, and you're going to see it right here on the 3-0 fastball. And Cole Hamels, you can see his hand immediately. He knew it was gone, and he knew the location of the pitch. And before he could even think about it, threw a curveball, and Chris Davis hit one.
So 2-1. Valencia ahead in the count. Yeah, pretty good swing there, but the ball got in on him just a little bit. Odor gets back there, side retired. So Hamels has a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're through 3. It's the A's 2, the Rangers nothing. AAA. What does your insurance do when it's not doing insurance? Well, it should do more. Go to AAA.com for more details. Beautiful night after a beautiful day in the Bay Area. The A's leading the Rangers 2-0, top of the 4th inning. Jesse Hahn has allowed a couple of hits and a walk. He's got a strikeout and the 2-0 lead. He'll face Mazara, Beltre, and Prince Fielder. Rangers coming into tonight the second highest scoring team in the American League. They have scored 180 runs in 39 games. They're 9th in the league in home runs hit, 4th in stolen bases. Runners in scoring position, that's where they have excelled this year. Have the best batting average in the American League in that category. That one is belted to center. Burns is going back. Forget about that one. It's gone. Nomar Mazara hits his 5th home run, and the Rangers are on the board. It's 2-1.
And you fall behind the guys that can make contact like that and throw them a 2-0 fastball. That's can be the result. And man, this ball left in a hurry. Fastball inside part of the plate. And no doubt he is strong, and some of his spring training thought he was going to be in the minor leagues for a little while, but they brought him up and he is not disappointed.
So you don't think they're going to take him out of the lineup when Chu comes back?
No, I think he's going to be right there. Second home run that Jesse Hahn has given up. Chris Davis home run, as we mentioned, in Baltimore on a 2-2 changeup. There's a 2-0 fastball. Yeah, I think they'll find a home for him someplace in the lineup.
I think you're right. Very impressive youngster. So is he. It was nice to see Sean Manaea, though. Just, I mean, you can tell that the goods are there with him.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, it may take a little time, but it's nice to see him have just a really good outing for his confidence. And that one is belted to left center from one knee, gone.
Wow.
Did that swing? Was that what I thought it was?
Yes, it was. Unfortunately, it was. A's go back to back. The Rangers go back to back. Fastball to Menard, just like Valencia hit the fastball, but an 0-2 curveball. You're right. He swung and went to one knee. Watch the swing by Beltre. Curveball, and there's the follow through. Down to one knee. He is strong. That's all upper body, and yeah.
That one's hit hard, and that's a base hit by Prince Fielder. Just what the A's did in their scoring innings. So career home run number 420 for Adrian Beltre. Closing in on Billy Williams and Mike Piazza.
Now batting, number 18, Mitch
49th on the all-time home run list.
Jesse Hahn has tried every pitch in the last 3 batters. Fastball, hit for home run, curveball 0-2, home run, and changeup. Prince Fielder back up the middle. So new game, man. It's just thinking about Cole Hamels probably saying, I'm not going to give up any more. Just score some runs, and he scored 8 for him in the game last year. A game in which he pitched against the A's the one time.
Another hit. And that one kicks away from Burns, and Prince Fielder sees that, and then he's going to go to third. So give Moreland the single, but it is an error. Prince Fielder was stopped at second, and then the ball kicked away from Burns. So just like that, it's first and third, still nobody out.
Well, and just like that, very quickly, within 3 pitches, curveball, changeup, fastball, home run, single, and the ball just got on Billy and looked like it took the short hop right at the end. Tried to back up and catch it softly, but hit him in the heel of the glove. Fortunately, kept it close enough so Prince Fielder could not score.
So the hitter is Ryan Rua.
Now batting.
Air number 29 by the A's, most in the American League.
Here we are, the second time through the batting order, and I don't know what has been that much different, but maybe the location of the pitches have not been exactly where Jesse had wanted them.
Rua grounded out to third in the second inning.
The A's will play for two to try to get two for a run.
First pitch is in for a strike.
You know, when something like this happens, you automatically think, is he tipping his pitches? Is he doing something for them to have the swings they're having? But then you also look at location of some of the pitches, and then got to forget about that. But just surprising that he could do so well for 3 innings, then all of a sudden this 4th inning, 4 batters, 4 hits.
Tap slowly towards short. Out at second, and that's a double play. Run comes in to score.
Well, there's the error that allowed Prince Fielder to get to third. Otherwise, it's first and second, the double play, and he's at third. But does score the run. Nicely turned by Semien to Coughlin, who has a strong arm to complete it. So maybe Jesse learning something in this inning, gets a ground ball when he needed it to get a double play.
First pitch to Bobby Wilson, fouled off his foot. So the bases are now clear, but 3 runs in for Texas.
Billy knows it was an unnecessary error just because Prince Fielder was not going to third base. He was just coasting into second.
Wilson chases that high fastball.
See, there's the thing. He figured it's a fastball, and he was trying to expand. There's where you start thinking, do they know something? And again, probably don't. But it's almost like the hitter thinks and knows a fastball is coming. He's going to swing at it regardless of where it is.
And another high fastball, and Wilson shoots it to right field for a hit. So that is 5 hits in this inning. And here's Hanser Alberto.
Well, they won it up, and that's where he threw it. And Bobby Wilson, the pitch down the middle, above the letters on his uniform, but still able to find the right field gap, or the hole in right field, for a base hit.
So, Ray, we're not saying that that's necessarily what's happening with Jesse Hahn, that he's tipping his pitches. Possibility, but my question to you, and I want you to answer this because I want to know how does the information get passed in the dugout?
We'll continue the conversation when we come back.
Curious. of the fourth, time for the Quicken Loans Rocket Arms. Most strikeouts by active pitchers. Cole Hamels is 7th on the list with 1,969 strikeouts. EC Sabathia on top. Colon, Hernandez, Verlander. Cole Hamels is going to pitch for a while. Facing Davis, Butler, and Simeon.
If he has that consecutive streak during regular season, giving up 2 runs, he probably with this offense feels that that's okay because he now has a lead of 3-2.
Yeah, your concern when you're facing a guy like Hamels is you get to him a little bit early, but if he gets the lead back,
yeah,
a lot of times you see him settle in.
Well, that was a changeup outside corner to Chris Davis, who had a curveball for a home run.
And the 0-2 pitch, a high fastball, and Davis swings and misses. So the Rangers lost to the A's last night. For Hamels, 5 starts following a Rangers loss.
Now batting first baseman.
Rangers have won all 5.
And that's called a stopper. I mean,
Yeah,
you want a rotation. You want somebody that can stop a losing streak. And if you're looking at one game to prevent it being 2 or more than that, you have, in this case, Cole Hamels, who shuts it down. It's a pretty impressive stat.
So Ray, you got to answer my question. So somebody in the dugout figures it out. Pitcher is tipping his pitches. Whoever that is, whether it be a coach, a player, how is that information passed on to the rest of the hitters in the dugout?
They tell them. They tell them. And I talked on this recent road trip of an individual who had pitches, and he would tell the hitter. So the hitter, once he went to the plate, would watch the key that the pitcher was doing to tip his pitch, and he knew what was coming.
So it's not like somebody's like, hey, I got it.
He just calmly walk around, and again, we don't know. We're just saying that. I mean, Jesse faced 7 batters through 14 pitches.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how quickly it turned on him. But
does every hitter want to know?
They would be stupid.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, they should want to know. Yeah. The one part, that's if somebody knows what is happening, and they go. But I've seen hitters with the runner at second base relaying the sign, and I've known hitters who say, "I don't want to know," because they don't trust the guy at second. But if something is happening and somebody on the bench notices it, they tell every hitter, and the hitter goes to the plate and he's looking for it. Now, again, an indication with Bobby Wilson, he's a free swinger anyway, but he swung at 2 pitches over his head, especially the one 0-2. And so if you're hitting, and let's say you know a certain pitch is coming, you expand your strike zone. And again, it's pure speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
You just don't know that, you know, but just generally speaking, because, you know, I talked to somebody and they said they were playing a team. They told the 2 hitters in back-to-back games the pitches that are coming.
There's a base hit. Simeon hits it hard to the left side.
And those hitters, knowing what was coming, hit home runs.
Yeah.
You know, so that's where it can help. Now Marcus Simeon, watch his quick swing on a pitch inside. Watch him bring his hands in and drop the head of the bat on and finds the hole between third and short. That's always nice, and the double play possibility. Stephen Vogt liked it.
Is he waving at us?
Yeah, he's probably. He likes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he did great an imitation of Mike Maddox last night. Probably one of the best we've seen.
Did you let him know? Chance for the A's to tie it. Here's Coughlin, who takes low.
I mean, it's Stephen Vogt. If you have not seen his referee act, you should. When I want to chuckle, I always turn it on. And between that and his Matt Foley,
that's pretty good.
Oh, it's great.
Coughlin got a pitch to hit. So 1-1 the count. Coughlin struck out, 1 of 3 strikeouts for Cole Hamels so far in the game. He's had 58 pitches. Not a great ratio, though. That's a bit of a surprise. He's only walked 1. hit hard. Nice play at short. So Alberto to Odor on to Moreland, and that's a 6-4-3 double play. Bob Melvin on last night's performance by Sean Manaea. Quote, came off a pretty tough outing for someone who's probably never experienced something like that. And this is a good lineup. They're playing well. Get us as deep as he did in the game like that, and to keep them to 1 run is very impressive, and I agree.
Yep. Pitch 1, cheer 4. You know, that's pretty good 5 days. Right now cheering for Jesse Hahn to keep it a 1-run game.
And he'll face the top of this Rangers order: Odor, Desmond, and Mazzara. Good stuff last night, though, from the big left-hander.
He said of his pitches, 27 changeups, 3 sliders, the rest fastballs. And really, as we saw, the fastball located, the changeup in hitters' counts.
And that one is belted right center. That's trouble, and it bangs off the wall. Odor will get into second with a stand-up double. That's the first hit in the series for Rougned Odor. And he is very aggressive. He does not walk much, but he can hit.
A changeup that stayed up a little bit in the middle of the plate.
Number 20, Ian Desmond.
On the Rangers, that's 8 batters in the last 2 innings. Actually, inning plus 1. That's 8 batters, 16 pitches.
Yeah, 8 hits now for Texas. Here's Desmond. First pitch to Desmond is a little bit low. That's funny, Ray. You look at Odor and you see his on-base percentage, and it's .305, which is not very good. He's only walked 5 times. That's not a lot. But he's got 11 doubles, he's got a triple, and he's got 7 home runs. Yeah. And I think that makes up for the lower on-base percentage. Coughlin to first. Desmond is out, but over to third is Odor.
Yeah, exactly. And in a way he is swinging, and the way we have seen him in his short career, if he gets to a 3-ball count, it's got to be a shot.
Yeah,
because he will not see that many pitches to even think about it.
But I mean, I think if you asked him, hey, let's be a little more patient, I think it would not work for him.
No.
And he's got a lot of power too. So.
Well, I think that prototypical leadoff hitter is out the window anyway. You don't
that's
see as many anymore, and guys don't take a lot of pitches and try to get on base to set the table.
Infield comes in for the A's, trying to keep this a one-run game.
Should be a lot of fun with Mazzaro hitting. It's like when Chris Davis comes up and the infield comes in.
So now it's 0-2. This is Mazzaro in the 4th inning.
Fastball, trying to get it in, but left quickly. Jesse Hahn opted to go out of the windup with the runner at 3rd, and you don't see a lot of guys attempt to steal home, but a windup would help the runner if it decided what he's going to do.
Pop up. Coming over is Valencia in front of the dugout. Valencia slides and he caught it.
That is a huge out to make that kind of a play, and it's not often you see a fielder go into a slide and catch the ball, but Danny Valencia is doing everything right. He goes into the slide at the warning track near the dugout, and he knew how close he was. He felt the warning track into the slide and watched the ball right into his glove, and guys were there to help him and protect him. That's what your teammates do. The other dugout, they'd be sitting down and saying, no chance. That's a big out. Even bigger one if this guy.
Beltre homered in the 4th. I think he was taken all the way, and it's a strike. Beltre also grounded out to short in the 1st inning. Simeon made a very nice play, took a hit away from him. Taken again right there, and it's 0-2. Don't see that very often from Adrian Beltre. He's always a pretty aggressive hitter as well.
But he had a curveball too. That's what's surprising, because a lot of times a pitcher catcher will not go to the same pitch that you got the hitter out, or the pitch that he hit. But Jesse going back to back fastballs.
Off the glove of Hahn. Coughlin has it, throws to first, side retired. So Hahn works his way out of it. Nice play by Valencia, and it's the Rangers 3, the A's 2. California is brought to you by Casino Matrix, Silicon Valley's best bet for gaming, food, and fun 24/7. Korean Heritage Night, that's part of the pregame ceremonies. Everybody certainly did a beautiful job. Bottom of the 5th with the Rangers leading 3-2. First pitch to Matt McBride is in first strike. Crisp to follow, and then Burns. Receiver Joe Nathan today signed with the Chicago Cubs.
Not a bad team to sign with.
No, he's not quite ready to pitch yet.
Like Tommy John.
Yeah, they're thinking maybe July. Get him for the final 3 months of the season. Joe Nathan, one of the good guys, so we wish him the best of luck. So on our baseball notes, Freddie Gonzalez fired by the Braves today. Gonzalez was in his 6th year in Atlanta. He had 3 pretty good years to start, but then things started to go downhill. And this year, the Braves are 9-28.
But look at the team. They traded everybody.
I know they.
I mean, they really have a skeleton of the team they've had in those years when he was successful.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was one of those years as they were building for the future, the new stadium, and all of a sudden, the manager's gone.
McBride fair. And the ball rattles around. Rua chasing it down. McBride with a big turn, but he'll stop at second with a leadoff double. Matt McBride is 2 for 2. So his first double since September of 2014, and that ball was up.
Stephen Vogt talked about Josh Phegley, his battery mate, and saying that he hits left-handers as well as anybody. He may be saying the same thing about Matt McBride. 2-strike pitch, turned on it perfectly. You get it over the head of the Gold Glove third baseman. That's close. He didn't catch it down on the corner easily, and who was at first last night as an outfielder playing first base, but difference tonight, almost got by him on the warning track in artificial surface. That ball is rolling forever, but able to get to it quickly and a nice leadoff double. See if the A's can do something with it.
Foul straight back. Interesting. Beltre is in on the grass.
Yeah.
Well, we see the A's a fair amount, right? This is not a bunting situation for. I mean, Bob Melvin is just not a guy. He's not going to bunt a whole lot. But Beltre stays in. Coco taps one toward Beltre, and it's fair. And believe it or not, playing in there, it hurt the A's.
That's right.
Because if he's playing back, the ball trickles foul.
Yep.
So maybe he knew something we didn't know.
MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you have come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Includes a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. You know, if that was a bunt, McBride would have gone to third.
Exactly.
But it was a swing, and he's still at second.
0-1 to Burns, who has grounded to third and grounded to short. Now, corner infielders about even with the bag. And a quick 0-2 to Burns. A couple of good pitches by Hamels. Six hits now for the Athletics. 8 hits for the Rangers.
Well, the execution, they playing fundamental baseball. That's always the key for any team. And when you're facing a tough pitcher as Cole Hamels is in that category, you have to take advantage of every opportunity.
And 3 pitches make it 4 pitches. Burns strikes out. So that's a pretty good sequence by Hamilton. You kept thinking the changeup was coming, but he stayed with the fastball.
And painted inside after the previous pitch had been up and away. And Billy Burns, who very rarely strikes out, does this time in a big at bat.
Yeah, that's a good call. He has struck out 11 times now all year. So here's Reddick. He'll try to get McBride home and tie this game up with a 2-out hit.
And his last at bat went to Beltre, who's way off the line, so they're playing him kind of a shift, if you will, with Beltre, but he was played perfectly in the last at bat for Reddick. Well, that was way up and in, almost hit him. Does he go away with the pitch now after that one, or does he back it up inside? And those are the tough decisions a hitter has to make when it comes to the pitch selection and what they're expecting to get. Something away.
That one hit hard, and it's just foul. Moreland went after it. Jerry Lane, the first base umpire, said it's foul.
Well, he's looking for it. If it's crossing the bag, even though Moreland did dive after it.
Very close.
And very close. And it's just a matter. It can land foul, but if it goes over the bag, any part of the bag. I think that was a fastball in, but location was not exactly where Wilson had called it. He set up away. I saw Hamels in this inning actually wipe to his upper body, his chest, which would indicate that he's changed the sign and going to the pitch that he wants.
So his pitches tonight, fastball, cutter, change. It's probably going to be that way just about every outing for Cole Hamels.
But the way he sets up with a knuckle curve, that knuckle bent.
So that pitch right there looks like the cut fastball.
Yeah. I hate to think about this, but he may be pitching carefully to Reddick, thinking that he can pitch to the right-hander with better selection of pitches.
Reddick hits a high pop-up into foul territory. Beltre is under it. Side retired. So the A's waste the leadoff double, and the 6th inning is coming up. Prince Fielder's going to lead it off. 3-2 Texas. Authentic Fan Fridays at the Coliseum. We're back this Friday versus the Yankees. Get a ticket and a value deck behind home plate. An authentic A's fan beach towel. That's it right there, folks, right next to Ray's head. A cheer card and a $6 food and drink voucher. All for one great price. The best deal in Bay Area baseball is CSN's Authentic Fan Friday. I didn't mean to say it like that. I said it under Ray's head. I mean, it was right next to you. There it is. It's good looking beach towel.
And you know what we also should remind everybody, it's just one more thing to add to your birthday.
Thank you, Ray.
Authentic Fan Friday. You got everything.
The entire world knows that, well, Friday's a good day.
And
but the beach towel.
It's not Friday the 13th either.
No, it's not. Valencia juggles. Got time. Prince Fielder running, and he is retired. One out here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 18, Mitch Moreland.
So the Rangers with their 3 in the 4th inning. He's got their 2 in the 2nd inning. Mitch Moreland takes low. Moreland has hit into a double play, and he has singled. Not in the lineup last night. First place Mariners won tonight in Baltimore, 10-0. Wade Miley got the win. Pitched 6 good innings, his 4th win of the year. Orioles had just 2 hits. That's the same Orioles team that we played against.
Isn't that amazing? So the 11 ground ball outs for Jesse Hahn, 10 through the first 5-1 in this inning, and he's doing that very well. The 2 that left, and the big inning for the Rangers in the 4th inning. Very happy.
Yeah.
Let's take a picture of that authenticated. Or in case anybody's looking at us now, we can see if somebody's going to send a message to us.
Swing and a miss on the high fastball.
They wanted it down and in, but well, running away from Mitch Moreland. Tremendous power to all fields, and one of the unfortunate things the A's have had to see with this young man is how he is able to use the whole field with his power.
Seems to get a little better every year as a hitter.
He played hurt last year quite a bit, but played through it and healthy this year. Choking up, something rarely you see in a hitter.
And he skies this one toward Valencia, who hustles into foul territory, now settles underneath it. So Moreland's retired. 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 16.
The Tigers beat the Twins tonight 7-2 in Detroit. A 7-run 7th inning for the Tigers. Tough sledding for the Twins. They are 10-28. Valencia dives, can't get it. Simeon on the backhand. His throw will be late, and Drew runs pretty well, and he's got a hit. So it'll be a hit, and that's hit number 9.
Now batting.
Now Marcus Simeon is surprising after
Wilson.
going deep into the hole again. Raw runs a little bit better, and no chance on this one. Good idea though to use the ground, throw the ball down. You don't want to airmail, allow the runner to get in the scoring position. Good play though by Simeon. Again, the bullpen gets active.
Walk and a single for Bobby Wilson. Fastball away. Indians beat the Reds 13-1. So Fernando Rodriguez just now starts to throw. Towards center. Burns back. He's there. Side retired, a hit and a runner left. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It'll be Valencia, Davis, and Butler. Still the Rangers 3 and the A's 2. Clipper. 1 million Bay Area Transit riders agree using Clipper is easier than using cash. Lake Merritt on a gorgeous night in the Bay Area. Nice and warm. 79 degrees here at the Coliseum at first pitch. Shirt sleeve crowd. There you go. He's ready.
What makes him ready?
Rusty's Irish Pub. That's what makes him ready.
Sounds like you're very familiar with that.
You know what? I'm not, but 0-1 to Danny Valencia. Valencia hits one high in the air, shallow right field, where Mazzara hustling in. So Valencia is retired. Has a quick chat with Cole Hamels. Whatever he said put a smile on Hamels' face.
Now batting left fielder, number 2.
Yeah, he said, I got you one, but you've got me twice. 6 pitches, last 2 at bats. Fly ball to the right side, a second base, and then this one to right field.
First pitch to Davis is low. Astros and the White Sox are tied 4-4 in the 10th inning in Chicago. There's the line for Hamels. 7 ground ball outs. Got 4 strikeouts. Gave up 4 hits in the 2nd inning. And that one is driven left center. Doesn't have enough. Yes! We're tied at 3.
Man, is he strong. He didn't hit his first home run until April the 21st. This is the 17th of May. And he just hit his 10th. Twice this season he's gone home runs in the same game twice. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's left center.
So 10 homers, 24 RBIs now for Chris Davis.
Well, that's a big one. You tie a game.
That one is lined left field, but Rua's back there for the out second out.
Well, Chris Davis, after hitting the home run on the curveball, trying to stay away from him, and they did, but he went out far enough to get it, and it just kept traveling and traveling, and that might have been a result of this weather tonight.
And I wonder, Ray, and do you think he got all of that one?
No.
I don't think he did either.
No.
I think he hit that down off the end of the bat just a little bit.
100%. I agree.
Which is a sentiment to how strong he is.
That's exactly right. And you think about the 21st of April. In less than a month, he now has 10 home runs. Hit 3 in April. 8 now in this month. Make it 7 of this month with back-to-back or 2 home runs tonight. So Marcus Semien probably is going to hit a home run tonight, because it seems like every time Chris Davis gets close to him or ties him as he has done tonight, Marcus Semien adds to it.
Well, Chris Davis hit 27 home runs last year in 121 games.
Something happened to Bobby Wilson. Oh, hear that. Took his helmet off, and I don't know if a bat, I mean, he's 3-0, pitch missed. But he does get close. That had that side shot of Davis. His catcher's mitt was almost in the hitting spot.
And a 4-pitch walk to Marcus Semien.
I think he had the green light on that, too. That's probably why Cole Hamels went outside.
So 2 walks, 4 strikeouts now for Cole Hamels. And that'll bring up
now batting second baseman, number 3, Chris Coughlin.
Coughlin has struck out and hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Pitch number 85, and here it is. To Odor on one hop. Side retired. Another long ball for the A's. Chris Davis has a 2-homer game. He did it in St. Pete, and he has done it here. So 10 home runs on the year now for Chris Davis, and we got a new ball game as we head to the 7th inning.
Butler.
A's Baseball on CSN California is brought to you by Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on. So good ball game tonight. It's 3-3 top of the 7th. 3-9-0 for the Rangers. 3-7-1 for the Athletics. Both starting pitchers still in the game. Jesse Hahn had 70 pitches through 6 innings. He'll face Alberto, Odor, and Desmond. First pitch in first strike. Alberto has grounded out and popped to short. So he is 0 for 5 in the series. A little pop-up right over the head of Valencia, and it's going to be a leadoff single. Well, that's a little frustrating if you're Jesse Hahn. What can you do?
And Valencia's playing in, thinking maybe a bunt would be in order, and he breaks his bat and barely made it to the outfield grass.
Rougned Odor.
Look at all the splinters around home plate, and Valencia was in even with the bag, and that just landed a foot shy of the grass. Can't do anything about it. Got to respect the possibility of a bunt, and got to respect the possibility of Odor, but I don't know if he even knows how to bunt, considering the way he swings hard, which is a credit to him and his power.
And he takes a pitch inside. Fly ball to right, fly ball to left, and a double for Odor. So he is 1 for 7 in the series. Takes that one, and now it's 2-0. Say you got the big power hitters coming up, but you could probably put Odor in that category. Yeah. Got 7 home runs.
Anytime a hitter swings and doesn't get cheated, you're always concerned.
Good swing there. Fouls it right back in foul ball alley.
And you know, a lot of lead-off hitters in the past would have taken that pitch, and it might have been called a ball. It might have been out of the strike zone, but that's the difference now, and the aggressiveness, and we've seen it from Odor, and again, you can't blame him for that.
In the air, Burns goes back, and Burns has it, and Alberto thought about tagging, but he thought about it too late.
It's ball 4.
Yeah, that ball was up.
Up and in, but the aggressiveness, and maybe that time he's not able to extend and get the good part of the bat on the ball. And while he hit it well, but plenty of room for Burns to track it down.
So that'll bring up Ian Desmond. Desmond, a single in the first, a strikeout in the third, a ground out in the fifth. So he is 2 for 7. And now Kurt Young's going to just make sure everybody's on the same page.
Well, Fernando doesn't need any more time, although now lefty gets loose. Sean Doolittle, who pitched a third of an inning last night, a big strikeout, and he might be buying a little time for Mazzaro, for Sean Doolittle to make 4 or 5 pitches and be ready.
Come on, Kurt.
Plenty of time, Kurt.
Beat the clock, Kurt. So mostly fastballs tonight. How about that, Ray? 82% fastball.
Well, and you look at the ground ball outs too, and that's a plus for him.
Which means it's got to be sinking a little bit.
11 ground ball outs. Now 6, make it 7 fly ball outs, 2 last inning.
Alberto has not attempted a steal this year. Burns is shaded just a touch toward left center for Desmond. Desmond got off to a slow start with his new team, but that did not last long. He's starting to swing it much better.
Jesse Hahn probably knows, or at least thinks, pretty good chance this might be his last batter, with Mazzaro the lefty due up next. So if you get a ground ball double play, it'd be a great way to finish 7 solid innings. Otherwise, just give it everything you got for the possible last batter.
Swing and a miss.
A sinker there. Wow, it's nasty. Might be one of the better sinkers tonight. Watch this ball take off down and in, almost to the back foot, and Desmond no chance. First pitch outside, second pitch down and in, and great location, great movement.
Fastball high, and now it's 2-1. There's your breakdown. Pretty consistent for Jesse Hahn.
We're in the 4th inning, the 14. It was 7 batters.
Yeah.
All that happened very quickly. 5 hits, 3 runs, 14 pitches.
See where McBride sets up. Coming in. And a foul ball on kind of a half swing by Desmond. He wanted to check his swing. The pitch would have been well inside.
Well, you'd like to stay inside, especially if you want a ground ball. You just hope that if you get the grounder with a sinker in, that it's to the third baseman, not in between third and short. Ziegler with that drop down, always pitched inside with a good sinker, and always concerned about the ground ball shooting through the left side of the infield.
Hahn is ready. Alberto Average lead at first, but he runs, and it's a swing and a miss. Throw to second base is not in time. So strikeout and a stolen base.
And here's Bob Melvin. So Sean Doolittle is going to try to do the same thing he did last night. 6 2/3 inning for Manai, 6 2/3 for Jesse Hahn, and the throw offline. So Sean Doolittle will be called on to try to get Mazzaro as he did last night with a strikeout. And Jesse Hahn should get a nice round of applause for a very good outing for the tall right hand.
So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts. Choice April 10th of this year. Rangers call up Nomar Mazara. Became the 8th player in Rangers history to homer in his first big league game. It was off Jared Weaver. Went 3 for 4. A couple of singles and that home run. First big league game, so he was making noise early on. So he will hit here against Doolittle with the go-ahead run at second base.
4 pitches last night to Bobby Wilson. Sean Doolittle struck him out. Try to do the same tonight. The left-hander, that was right-hander last night. Sean Doolittle, not so much in a save role anymore, but great in the setup, and similar to what he did when he first came up in 2012. First major league appearance against these Texas Rangers. Different sort of players.
Popped up into the seats, and it's 0-2. For Jesse Hahn, 6 2/3 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, and he finished with 81 pitches.
And the 11 ground ball outs, 7 in the air. So great outing, especially if Doolittle could leave the potential go-ahead run at second.
Good fastball, but Zara just got a piece of it. 95 miles an hour from Doolittle. There's the note. 307 average with runners in scoring position. Best in the majors. High fastball struck him out. Well, Mazzara chased. So Doolittle, just what he did last night, comes in, does the same inning, same thing tonight here in the 7th. 7th inning stretch coming up. It's a 3-3 game. to you by Hyundai tonight at 10:30, and it's on our sister station CSN Bay Area. We'll have highlights and clubhouse reaction from this game. A full report from St. Louis, where the Sharks won tonight to even up their series at a game apiece. And Roz gives us the full report from the Warriors practice. Warriors getting set for Game 2 tomorrow night. Again, that's 10:30 tonight, Sportsnet Central at CSN Bay Area. 3-3 game, bottom of the 7th inning, and Matt McBride will step in against Cole Hamels, who has thrown 85 pitches. McBride has had no problem with Hamels tonight. A single in the 2nd, a double in the 5th. There's the changeup, 84 miles an hour. McBride went after it. So it'll be a day game tomorrow. You can watch that game on the MLB Network, and then the Yankees come to town, and it'll be a 4-game series. So we'll look forward to that. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday day, and Sunday day. And the A's will head to Seattle for a 3-game series, then come right back home. McBride swings and misses to the backstop. McBride is going to make it. So the A's will take it. Let's go ahead and run.
Absolutely take it. And McBride swinging a pitch down and in and off of Bobby Wilson's glove. If he even got a glove on it. He did, barely. But McBride almost instinctively knew that he had missed it. And able to take off and beat the throw from Wilson. That's ball.
So now the A's will send up the top of their order. Coco Crisp. Coco batting right-handed. He's 0 for 3.
Got going back to last inning when Simeon had 3-0. Remember Bobby Wilson had his mask off as if something was wrong.
Hamels has it, sets it, fires to second. He makes a perfect throw to get the out on the lead runner. I'll let you finish your thought there in just a moment, Ray. But as we said, the Yankees are coming to town, and our next televised game will be Thursday night. I'll get started at 6:30 with A's pregame live. Nova and Graveman, and then Sabathia and Gray on Friday. Tanaka and Manaya on Saturday. Pineda and Hahn on Sunday. So not only Thursday, but we will have all 4 of those games for you right here on CSN California. So the Yanks coming in for 4.
And they're coming in to celebrate your birthday. That's a great weekend, man. That'd be fun. All those things happening on your birthday, man.
Scary.
I think the best thing you've said is no means yes.
No presents. No presents. No presents. Burns swings and misses. So you were saying, Ray, about Bobby Wilson?
Well, just something happened. He took his mask off, and it's almost like he was dazed. And I don't know that he got hit, and then 3 batters later, he misses a ball on a strikeout and gets the pass ball that allows McBride to reach base. But I didn't see anything happen. It wasn't a swing because it was ball 3 when that happened with Simeon at the plate. Walked on the 4 pitches.
And that got a good piece of Wilson there.
Now he'll feel it.
Hang in there, Bobby.
Well, the A's have had some breaks. They had a leadoff double, couldn't move him. This ball off the mask of Bobby Wilson, but also a strikeout to start this inning, and the fastball to allow the runner to get to first. And Coco this time was trying to sacrifice a ball back to Hamels. And there's your PFP. Guys, work on that. Should work on it because they can help themselves. In this case, Hamels did with a force out at second.
So 0-2 to Burns. And he got him. Came right at him. Elevated a little bit with a fastball, and it's his 6th strikeout.
Well, he is staying with a fastball, and maybe the scouting report don't go soft, try to elevate, and of course Billy batting with the right side.
22.
But back-to-back at bats, total of 7 pitches and a couple of strikeouts.
Well, Billy Burns, 2 strikeouts tonight. He hardly ever strikes out. Here's Reddick. A little bit low. Reddick tonight. Fly ball to left, ground out to third, and a foul out to third.
And that was a 3-1 cut fastball with the runner at second base. His last at bat.
That's hit hard into right field, and that's a base hit. Coco will stop at second base. 2 on, 2 out, and here comes the red-hot Danny Valencia.
Watch him pull the hands in. This is a great at bat. Again by Josh Reddick. Pull the hands in. Knows the hole is there between first and second. And just finds that hole. Coco had to stop to make sure the ball did not hit him. Not going to take a chance anyway with 2 outs, get him to scoring position. But Josh Reddick, defense playing him a little bit more straight up now. And as a result, pulling the ball and getting a hit instead of an out.
So Doug Brocail comes out.
Scott Berry, take the walk to the mound. Let's go. No conversation. Let's go. Clock down to 5, 4.
So the meeting is over. So the matchup of the night, Ray. Hamels against Valencia.
Well, he had a fastball 3-0, and since then he's gone curveball, changeup, and Danny has popped up to second, flew out to right field. So the conversation might have been, he gave me the 3-0 fastball, probably won't see another one.
He misses down and in that cut fastball.
And this is what he did on the 3-0 fastball and crushed it. And a curveball, the next pitch to Chris Davis. He crushed it, and he has an early 2-0 lead. But Rangers also with back-to-back home runs.
Good swing there, elevated fastball. Valencia's a pretty good high fastball hitter.
Yeah. And we saw the second home run he hit on Friday night in St. Petersburg against the Rays was a fastball away from him that he went to right center off Dana Evelyn. His fastball though inside, and almost like they don't want him to extend his arms. Another defensive alignment by the Rangers straight up.
Valencia thought maybe it was inside, but catches the corner, says Scott Berry. 1-2. Best average with 2 strikes. Danny Valencia is first, 378, so he's fine. Right where he wants to be.
He's on 3-0 fastballs. Pretty good at that, too.
Well, you're right, though. Hamels throwing a lot of fastball.
Yeah. And the reputation of being a good changeup pitcher, and throws it just when he needs to, especially. This is the pitching backwards. This should be a fastball, and see if he goes back inside.
Yeah, and he does, and that's a nice block by Bobby Wilson. Saved the 90 feet.
Well, he did go inside, but it was the cutter, something off speed instead of the fastball. Hard breaking ball.
2-2. Hamill kicks and deals, and there's a base hit right field. Here comes Coco, and Coco will score, and Valencia comes through again.
Well, Cappy missed with a breaking ball down and in, came back with a fastball, tried to get it in. And Jeff Bannister going to the mound. Look at the high fastball and left it out over the plate. And Danny Valencia, when you're as hot as he has been since last Friday, these things happen. Great play defensively near the dugout, and a base hit on a fastball up and away, goes with it out of the strike zone, gets the job done, and Coco's speed not even a play at the plate.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
Classics on Grease Movies Fireworks Night, presented by Xfinity, Friday, May the 20th, which is Game 2 of the A's 4-game series against the Bronx Bombers, the New York Yankees. After the game, fans can watch a fireworks show from the outfield grass. As always, on-field capacity is limited. Get your tickets today at athletics.com/fireworks, and we have a steady stream of people coming up to the booth. Joe with presents for Lynn Kuiper on his birthday, 20th on Friday. That's a secret, though. Nobody knows.
Actually, we've been counting, Ray.
Yeah.
How many times you've mentioned it in the last 2 weeks? It's 104 now.
Well, that just means that many more presents for you. Make sure it's XX, okay?
In case you want to borrow. I need a XX too, believe me.
Well, here's the hard-throwing right-hander, and what a story for Matt Bush as he comes on to make the appearance. Throws hard.
Yes, he does.
Mid-90s, upper 90s. Does throw other pitches, but mostly rear back and throw hard.
Just his third game in the big leagues. Facing Chris Davis. A little bit outside at 97. I think the story's pretty well chronicled. He was the #1 pick in the entire draft in 2004 as a shortstop by the Padres. Just ran into a lot of trouble. Spent some time in prison. He's out, and he converted to a pitcher a couple years ago, and he's got the live arm. He's not a big guy, about 5'10", but it is an easy delivery.
Yeah.
But this is the draft of 2004, and he was first. Verlander went second. Weaver, Billy Butler's in there. A's took Landon Powell and Houston Street. There's the good heater, 98 miles an hour. It really does come out easy, and it explodes.
And really, why even think about another pitch? I mean, if you throw it that hard, that easily.
That's not even a max delivery.
No.
Davis has seen it now. See if he's ready. 2-2 the count. That one misses well off the plate. So it'll be 3-2. Reddick at second, Valencia at first. They'll take off. A's have taken the lead here in the 7th inning.
Well, he's throwing 5 fastballs. Would he throw him anything else? You would think not.
Got him. There's the high heater at 98 miles an hour. So that was impressive. So is Danny Valencia. A huge 2-out RBI single to knock home Coco Crisp, and the A's have a 4-3 lead. RBI single. And the A's now have a 4-3 lead, 8th inning. And Yonder Alonso comes in, so he takes over for Butler at first. And Doolittle stays in. Doolittle struck out Mazzara to end the 7th inning. He's going to face Beltre, Fielder, and Moreland. First pitch, Beltre taken all the way, and it's in for a strike. Beltre's got a home run, solo shot in the 4th. Mazzara and Beltre went back-to-back in that 4th inning. And he drives one deep but well foul. Second level maybe. Not quite.
Man, it's always scary.
Yep.
And ideally, if you don't see him again tonight, that would be perfect.
That would be good.
Especially if you get him out in this at bat.
Well, if you win the game, you shouldn't see him again.
That's right. By the way, he hit an 0-2 curveball. That was off Jesse Hahn. Whoa.
Chased one up around his helmet, and that's another strikeout for Doolittle.
Wow. What's better than taking your family to the ballpark on a Friday night? With the Friday Family Pack, you get 4 Plaza level tickets, 4 Coliseum hot dogs, 4 medium sodas, and 4 bags of peanuts, and it's just $60 at every Friday home game. Buy now at athletics.com/family pack, subject to availability.
So here's Prince Fielder. Prince Fielder chases a pitch up around the letters. Couple of singles tonight for Prince.
Randall loose.
Tapped. Simeon backhands, throws across, and they just got Prince Fielder on a close play. He runs pretty well.
Do you know what? With Simeon now, every time he catches the ball, it's almost like the confidence. I know who you are. I know you can run, but I'm going to get a good grip, and I have a good arm to throw him out with a perfect throw. I mean, that is how much man has improved.
So the numbers back it up, and watching it every day, it's pretty obvious.
And the obvious thing, too, Kipe, is to see him every day, how early he is out working with Ron Washington. You know, it's amazing. And it is paying off. There's Wash right now moving them. He's got his card to move guys, but working with Marcus Simeon. Other infielders are coming out, but his play has been exceptional.
0-1 to Moreland, who is 1 for 3. That one's hit hard, and it'll be a base hit. Coughlin was shifted over toward the hole. So Moreland's 2 for 4. And Ryan Rua will now hit. So 11 hits for the Rangers.
It's Ryan Dull. He's, I think your description perfect. Through 3 and he's ready.
Oh, yeah, 3.
As soon as he walked on the mound, said, Emo, how you doing? I'm ready. Let's see if he can elevate the fastballs again.
And that one right there for a strike. Fastball close but inside, 95 miles an hour from Doolittle. Jake Diekman, hard throwing left-hander. No chance on that one. That's that fastball a little up and away to right-handed hitters. Seems to have a little tail to it.
Yeah.
It's always big when big time's here.
Good seats. Good seats.
Sitting next to Eck. Another high fastball, and Rua fouled it straight back. Bobby Wilson would be next. He's hoping it doesn't get that far. And it doesn't. A high fastball, and Doolittle with a couple of strikeouts here in the 8th inning. 3 strikeouts total. Bottom of the 8th coming up. A's leading 4-3.
California is brought to you by Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places. And by Xfinity. X1 from Xfinity will change the way you experience TV.
All right, game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. The A's with a 4-3 lead, 3-11-0 for Texas, 4-9-1 for the Athletics. Decent outing for Jesse Hahn. He's got to Cole Hamels for 4 earned runs. Both teams using the long ball tonight. The A's 3 outs away from their 3rd consecutive win. And this will be Yonder Alonso's first at bat. Bush stays in there, the hard throwing right-hander. Tapped right near second base. Alberto has it. So Alonso on 1 pitch is retired.
That's where the shift worked. That's a base hit up the middle, but he's right there. Stephen Vogt came rushing in.
Now batting shortstop.
I wonder if he would pinch hit for McBride if it gets to that point. As Ryan Matson gets loose.
First pitch to Simeon. Like a little slider from Bush.
90.
Not a bad pitch. He kind of steals a strike. Tried it again. Marcus Simeon is hit a fly ball to right field. He has singled and he has walked. Coughlin to follow.
Good backhand to grab by Bobby Wilson, and that's dangerous because last inning a pass ball opened it up for the Athletics, and Danny Valencia, I don't know if even he would have come up had the pass ball not occurred on the strikeout.
Three and 1 to Simeon. Fastball coming right at Marcus, and he had a pretty good swing. So full count in the top of the 9th inning. It'll be Wilson, Alberto, and Odor. 3-2 delivery. Here it is, and it's hit high in the air to right. Sire is right there. So 2 away.
Here's tonight's Honda Player of the Game, Danny Valencia. 3 home runs Sunday, a home run on a 3-0 fastball tonight. And that was huge, getting the A's on the board, but just as big was a 3-2 or 2-2 fastball up and away, perhaps even out of the strike zone, driving home Coco Crisp with the go-ahead run, giving the A's a 4-3 lead. Not only that, great defensive play near the A's dugout, sliding and coming up with a foul ball.
Conklin rips one foul left side. So Madsen's ready out in the A's bullpen. He will pitch the 9th. It's a good slider right there, 92 miles an hour.
Well, you got to gear a fastball at 98, and then he pulls the string, and that's the type of swing that results.
It's just a little slider.
Yeah, just
but
enough.
Doesn't need to be much more than that. One-two pitch, fastball at 97 struck him out. So the 9th inning is coming up. Madsen's coming in. He's going to try to save it. So Danny Valencia, one of the heroes, also a home run for a couple of home runs for Chris Davis, and now the A's 3 outs away from a win and taking the first 2 in this series. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
First pitch changeup, Tyler Ladendorf to second base, but changeup outstanding to Bobby Wilson, the first pitch. And you might say, well, Madsen's thrown down 3 consecutive games, but Sunday against the Rays, he threw only 4 pitches in the 9th inning. Last night, 11. And back-to-back saves on Sunday and last night, trying to do it 3rd consecutive game.
Inside again to Bobby Wilson. Alberto to follow, and then the top of the order, Rougned Odor. There's that changeup, and good take by Wilson. So now it's 3-1. There's your save leaders, and Ryan Madson now tied with the Rangers' Sean Tollison. 11 for 11 for Madson. And that one right in there for a strike, 93 miles an hour.
Well, that's a surprise. He had to be, that he's got to be thinking maybe change up, because that is his hittable fastball. I mean, 3-1. He just challenged him and looked like Bobby Wilson taking all the way. He might either get that or the changeup on 3-2. May swing and miss a changeup. Yep.
And he did. Nasty change, and Wilson. So the 3-1 pitch right down the middle. He took it. 3-2. He swings at a pitch out of the strike zone.
And look at the slot. Look at the release. Ryan Madson. That is as big a fastball. You got to be thinking as a hitter. Here it comes, and he pulls the string, and that's the swing. And you go back to the White Sox and Ryan Madson facing Alex Savidi. See the hand and the changeup. It comes out just like his fastball. And what a pitch to have to be able to throw 3-2.
So 1 away. Here's Alberto. A little bit high. Alberto singled and stole the base in the 7th inning. He has also grounded out and popped out. Straightaway defense on the infield. There's a strike.
And his fastball is at 93, so it's not like it's a get me over 89, 90.
Popped up. And there was the changeup, 83 miles an hour. Right near the mound. Madson gets out of the way, and Alonso has it. 2 outs here in the 9th.
That's some sure hands there. Not a bad guy to take over.
And now should be a fun matchup. Madson against Odor.
Now batting, number 12, Rougned Odor.
Odor is 1 for 4 tonight. He doubled in the 5th inning. First pitch is a good one, right on the outside corner. Well, you get a called strike with a quality pitch. First pitch makes all the difference in the world.
And especially nailed at the outside corner. The aggressiveness of Odor, back location same way, and this changeup hit to center field.
So Odor is going to keep the game going. Hit that one right off the end of the bat, but good enough for a 2-out hit. And now Ian Desmond steps up.
Well, they just stayed out there, and Odor with the power to go deep. Just reached out, is aggressive as always, and maybe the changeup a little bit up for him.
Odor, for what it's worth, 5 for 6 in steal opportunities this year. First pitch to Ian Desmond is inside. Desmond single in the first. He has struck out a couple times, and he has grounded to second.
You know, that is worth a lot, because you've seen some managers will send a base stealer possible to try to get in a scoring position.
He's got a big lead.
I think closers a lot of times don't have good moves because they don't expect to have anybody on base.
And we're pretty sure Odor is not afraid to go.
Oh, I don't think he's afraid of anything, as we have seen over the weekend. Anything or anybody.
He is well off the bag. Not going. And that's a drive to left. That is not good, folks. Not good.
Wow. Not good at all.
Just what the A's did to the Rays on Sunday.
And look at the location. It's up and a little bit away. And Matson was hoping that it wouldn't travel, but on a night like tonight, with the temperature the way it is, it's still nice and nothing's going to knock it down.
So home run number 6 for Desmond. RBIs 24 and 25.
Well, he's been quiet all night. Had a single in the first inning, strikeout, ground ball, strikeout, and a big 2-out home run. So Tolleson, the closer. So Ryan Matson's first blown save and a big one with 2 outs in the 9th.
So Odor kept it going.
Yep. Well, you're right. Just like what happened Sunday.
It's the exact same thing. Matson can't get it. Valencia's throw. Pass first. Mazara's going to try for second, and he's going to make it. So base hit E5. Mazzaro ends up at second base.
Well, he just topped it, had the top spin, and Matson tried, no chance to get it, and Danny Valencia, he tried, he threw, and backing up was Ladendorf. Good job, but could not get to it quickly enough to throw out. Mazzaro going to second. Boy, you got back-to-back hitters now in Beltre and Fielder. Take your poison.
So now Beltre, who homered in the 4th. Line drive, center field. That's a base hit. Burns has it, and they're waving home Mazzara. The throw to the plate is cut off. Throw home, and they got him. Alonso cut it off, turned around, fired to McBride, and they throw out Mazzaro at home plate. The Rangers may want to take a look at it.
Well, great job by Alonso cutting the throw and going to the plate.
I think they got him.
I think they got him by plenty, and a good. Of course, McBride catch the ball, giving the Mazzaro the room, but that's a great cut.
So Desmond's 2-run homer here in the 9th has given the Rangers the lead. Bottom of the 9th coming up, 5-4 Texas.
Telecast is presented by authority of the Oakland Athletics and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Athletics Investment Group, LLC.
Well, the A's were 1 out away from a win. Did not finish it off. Rangers now lead 5-4, bottom of the 9th inning. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and brake expert. So Sean Tolleson comes in. He's 11 for 14 in save opportunities. Look at the ERA. So 20 hits and 4 walks. on the year, and the first pitch to Vogt is skied into foul territory. Moreland is over there, Odor's over there, and it's into the seats. So Stephen Vogt hitting for Matt McBride here, leading off the bottom of the ninth.
Change up first pitch. Amazing. Mostly fastballs that Tollefson will throw. Bush faces 4 batters, gets all 4 out. An impressive appearance by the young right-hander who throws hard.
Tollefson, who got the closer's job last year, and he did a very good job for the Rangers. That one tapped up, first base line. Tollefson picks it up, throws, and it hits Vogt.
He said he was running in the baseline, and Jeff Bannister going out, and he's going to ask because the throw did hit him, and Scott Berry, as he said, he was in the base path.
And he called it right away. I mean, he was looking right down the line, and he called it immediately.
So Stephen staying, and he knows, being a catcher, he's on the line, and basically there's your play. If he had run on the grass and Tollefson hit him, and Tollefson immediately pointed because it looked like he's trying to hit him, it worked. But the home plate umpire said Stephen Vogt was running where he's supposed to be, because he was definitely on the line when it hit him.
So it goes as a hit.
What speed, man.
Yeah. 10 hits for the A's. So here comes Coco Crisp. Beltre comes in at third. So the A's trying to answer back here in the bottom of the ninth. One hit against Tollefson for Coco. It was a home run. Coco swinging away, fouls it straight back.
Well, as a catcher, Stephen Vogt knows that if he's running inside, he's going to be called out if he's hit and inside the running path. But you're right, Scott Berry, the home plate umpire, had the best view and immediately signaled safe, indicating that he was running in the proper area.
Inside. So now Coco with the count even 1-1. Burns to follow. After Burns, it would be Reddick. Short lead for Vogt at first. Coco watches it drop low, 2-1.
You know, with Josh Feckley going on the disabled list, the A's before tonight had 3 catchers. Stephen Vogt with a base hit. McBride is out, and Vogt is in. Feckley, who had a knee problem and put him on the disabled list.
Coco's going to chat with Ron Washington.
What if there was a sign given and Coco questioned or said, you know, because it's rare to see a hitter, especially with a count of 2-1.
Beltre still in at third, and that one is low, and now it's 3-1. Close pitch. So hitters count for Coco Crisp. Vogt inches off. And it's a shot base hit. Right field line, and Vogt's going to make it to third. Coco digging to second, and he's got a double, and the A's have second and third and nobody out.
I think Coco fooled him right there, because ball came back in. I don't know that the Rangers thought he was going to go for 2. because as hard as he hit it, it didn't really go down the right field line. Mazzaro got to it, but throw comes in towards first base. And I think they may have thought Coco was going to be happy with a single, but great hustle by Coco, great hitting. Got past Moreland. Vogt made sure it didn't hit him, and Coco, great job, great double. And he's thinking 2 all the way, and that is a great job by Coco Crisp with his speed, knowing that it was slightly to the left of Mazzaro. He's a left-handed thrower.
So a huge meeting on the mound breaks up. And Burns is the hitter.
Center fielder, number 1, Billy Burns.
Well, he's back to hitting his good side. Struck out twice against Hamels. Matter of fact, 0 for 4 against Hamels. Striking out a couple of times from the right side.
Infield in. There you see it. Here's Burns. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Outfield is pretty shallow, but he comes in a couple steps. Vogt is your tying run. Crisp is your winning run. Wilson sets up outside. 0-1 pitch.
Wow. That's a double wow, huh? Tell you, the way Herto is playing, that's a good ball to shoot to left field. And Billy Burns, what an eye. I think he got away with one. Because that looked like it's on the corner. But Scott Berry with the angle set up on the right shoulder of the catcher, and maybe too much of an angle to see it.
1-1 pitch, and Burns, kind of a half-hearted swing. He wasn't quite sure if he wanted to commit.
Well, that's a swing for 2 strikes, not with 1-1, especially when he got a gift on the second pitch. But staying outside against it.
So 1-2. Burns got to put it in play. Will pop up, foul territory. We've seen Billy Burns just keep fouling pitches off. He needs to put the bat on the ball here.
Well, he's seen 4 pitches, Cap, and they've all 4 been outside. He's not gone inside once.
Wilson setting up in there this time. Slapped foul again. Burns, even though he struck out twice tonight, just 12 times the entire season as Billy Burns struck out, and that comes in 139 at bats. One-two pitch. On the infield, Odor calls everybody off, and then Alberto decides to get in on the mix. Probably not a great time to do that.
There's an interesting call for Jeff Bannister, because you got the hot hitting Danny Valencia in the on-deck circle, and you got a left-handed hitter in Josh Reddick. Milwaukee set up a double play possibility if they move the infield back. But
Number 22.
the fact that Danny Valencia is so hot, I think Josh Reddick's going to get a chance.
No, he's not.
Well, so they will walk him and stay hot Danny Valencia.
I almost get the feeling, Ray, maybe they don't want to do this, but they still feel like it's the best, it's the right thing to do, even though it's, you're facing a scary hitter.
Well, and especially if they're probably going to stay back or play back for a double play. They would concede the tying run. And Danny Valencia, of course, the key is to get the ball in the air.
The Valencia hit 5 home runs over the weekend.
Well, this is with Adam Rosales playing at second, and that was Rosales diving, could not make the play to the plate, and the A's scored. As Reddick had to walk off. This time he's walked intentionally, and his run at this
I'm gonna wear it.
doesn't mean anything. Except that he can try to do something. I take that back. It used to be you could go into second hard and break up a double play, but you can't do that anymore.
True.
So
that's true.
Danny Valencia is just going to have to hit the ball in the air and have a big 5 days.
First pitch to Valencia, and a breaking ball. He checks his swing, and he held up.
No, not a bad first pitch, the breaking ball, but even better that Valencia didn't swing, according to them.
6 home runs in the last 5 games for Danny Valencia. A little bit low, 2-0. Vogt at third, Crisp at second, Reddick at first.
And the infield back.
Home run, a couple of RBIs tonight. Popped up.
Some
Foul territory. Moreland is over, and he cannot quite get it. Took a deep breath there.
Yeah.
Boy, Moreland hustled over there, and if he could have got there, there may have been a play to be made.
Well, he would have had help from his own dugout, too.
Let's see where this lands. Yeah, he would have had to reach in there quite a ways.
There's Z-Man. He's right there. Oh, nice help. That's great help from your teammate, huh? He put his hand up. Stop.
Hey.
Yeah, stop. Let me eat my seeds.
So now the count 2-1. High drama here in the 9th inning at the Coliseum. Popped up, shallow center, Odor out, Desmond in, Mazzaro in, Vogt at third, and Vogt bluffs, and he's going to stay. 2 outs. Just not quite deep enough to even think about taking a chance and forcing the issue a little bit.
No.
Maybe if it was a Billy Burns on third base.
But a good fastball location inside, because Danny Valencia, as we have seen, extends his arms very well. The home run and also the base hit to right field. Fastballs away. So now everybody back, and Tollefson trying to avoid a wild pitch.
So it's Chris Davis. Try to be the hero. First pitch to Davis, inside, not close. Davis has hit a pair of home runs tonight. He's got 10 home runs on the year. .1-0 delivery. Check swing and a high fastball. No swing. 2-0. Earlier I said, here's the check.
See how close Bobby Wilson is to the hitter. I mean, any kind of a hitter that goes back and forward is catcher's interference. He's done that all night, but that is extremely close to a hitter. And then he sticks his glove out.
Ooh, a 2-0 fastball right there, and Davis had a great swing. So now the count 2-1. It's a good swing.
Yeah.
I think earlier, Ray, I said Davis had a 2-homer game in St. Petersburg. He had it here. Saw too many Valencia home runs.
Yeah, very right. Davis hit the 3-run home run in the first inning down there.
Take a flare here. Another fastball. So Tollefson, to his credit, he fell behind Valencia 2-0 and Davis 2-0. And he's able to get himself back into the count. 26 pitches for Tollison.
When you take a chance on the 2-2, throw something off speed, because he has stayed fastball to Valencia and Davis.
Went with a fastball, fouled just to our right.
But good location inside, like he did to Valencia.
Guess that's the danger, right? Way if you throw a 2-2 breaking ball and
you miss,
it's a ball, it almost eliminates the breaking ball for the 3-2 pitch.
It has many times, and that's why he's staying with the fastball. And that was a good location. See if Wilson goes inside again.
Oh, belted left field, and that baby is gone. So Chris Davis, a 3-homer game, and the last one was the best one.
And first career grand slam, a 3-home-run game, and Kipe said it best. Fastball after fastball, he got to extend his arms, and as soon as he makes contact, there is no doubt about it. It is gone.
And here it is.
And it was a fastball right down around the knees, and Davis just unloaded. So he was looking for it. He got it. And when it's all said and done, it's a 3-homer, 6 RBI night for Chris Davis, and he knew it, as we all did.
But you look at the swing with 2 strikes, unbelievable. But the power, the generation of the power that he has on the fastball is just absolutely unbelievable. But Sean Tollison 1 strike away from playing a Houdini act. But he had, and you know, we talked about Beltre and Fielder back-to-back in the lineup. You look at Valencia, how hot he has been, and now Chris Davis with a jump shot of his helmet into the pile. What a night for Chris Davis. Danny Valencia, 3-home-run game on Sunday. 2 days later, we got Chris Davis doing the same thing. Unbelievable.
So a 9th inning to remember.
Wow.
You're 1 out away from a win and disappointment, and then you're down to your last strike, and Chris Davis sends us all home happy. Boy, what a night. What a crazy night. But the A's get the win, so they've won 3 in a row. And Danny Valencia had some big hits, but this night belongs to Chris Davis, who is standing by downstairs. And Chris, congratulations. What can we say? A 3-homer game, but let's get to that last at bat. We were talking up here. We can't imagine Tollison throwing anything else but fastballs. Are you just sitting there looking for a fastball because he just kept throwing them to you?
Yeah, I was looking for a good pitch to hit and just give my team a quality idea in that situation. It was electric with the fans out here, and I was glad to just come through for the team.
Well, you know, we know all the story about you and your strength and 27 home runs last year, and hard to believe April 21st, your first home run, and here you are on May the 17th hitting these. How important is it for you to be able to extend your arms, especially the way you did in that last swing?
Yeah, I like the way it was working lately, and my swing as a whole, and I just didn't miss them tonight.
Now, you know what happens when you get a game-winning hit here at the Coliseum, right?
Here it comes, here it comes. That tastes good.
Thing of beauty. Can you still hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
All right, well, just a couple more questions. But, hey, listen, it took you a while to get going with your new team, but certainly you're rolling now. What was the adjustment like, and what was the adjustment all about? And And is there anything more than just the fact that you're switching leagues and going to a new ballpark?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm just thankful for the teammates I got. They're in there with me working hard, and we're just out here trying to win as many ball games as we can.
Now you have to explain the jump shot of the helmet as you're coming into the pack at home plate. That's something I've never seen. Is that something? I know you salute Ron Washington on home runs. What about the jump shot of the helmet?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just thinking about it was going too fast.
It's basketball, man.
I thought I'd give something different.
Oh, that's great. Well, you do anything you want to do. Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, nice job, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All right, so
wow, what a story.
That's
man.
a night. That is a night. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and really, if you just think about it, obviously statistically it jumps out, but you have a great game and you win the game on a walk-off grand slam. He may play 10 more years in the big leagues and never have a night anything close to this when you end it the way he did. But he's a nice young man, and it's good to see him get rolling, and now he's hot.
And, you know, let's go back to the time. Remember he hit the home runs in New York, and Adam Lowenstein asked him about doing a postgame. I thought that said it all about him. He said, listen, other guys have done the things to carry this ball club. I just hit a home run. Go to somebody else. And here he is tonight, you know, coming on, and so appreciation to Chris Davis, but what a night for him. Steph Curry would be happy with that jump shot. And, you know, he salutes Ron Washington, but I've never seen a jump shot. He can do anything he wants to do because that was special. A grand slam, 2-2, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. It's all perfect, and what a perfect ending.
So Chris Davis now 11 home runs on the year, none bigger than what he did tonight. So a crazy night. A's give it up in the top of the ninth, but they come back and win it in the bottom of the ninth thanks to grand slam walk-off home run by Mr. Chris Davis. It's worth another look. It's worth a couple more looks. It was fun. So the A's win it by a final score of 8-5, and they will go for the sweep tomorrow of the Texas Rangers. You've been watching Oakland A's baseball on CSN California, part of the NBC Sports Group. Don't go away. A's Coast Game Live with Henry Wolford and Shooty Babbitt starts right now. Final score, thanks to that man, Chris Davis. A's win it 8-5.